Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Let's put me on live here so I can see what is going on. How are we all? Welcome to Wine and Wine with Spirit, with me, Luna Marie, the Spiritual Warrior UK. Cheers. So this is the first time that I've done this from popular demand. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Luna. I am the Spiritual Warrior UK. I go live on Instagram on Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock. I'm going to be going live TikTok, 3 p.m. And this is 9 p.m. on a Thursday. So it's because it's the evening, British summertime. We decided that we would do Wine and Wine with Spirit. So welcome to everyone. You're going to have to let me get used to this. We're going to tune into the energy and see if anybody else joins us. We're going to have a look at the energy, do a few card draws. So do give us a thumbs up, do give us a like, give us a share. And cheers. Happy Thursday evening. Now, this was a suggestion from a lovely warrior of mine last Friday morning when somebody said, can I do them later in the day? Because I do have a lot of American followers, I have a lot of people that live around the world. Hence the reason that we are doing this at different times. So you can all try and tune in. You can all try and get a reading. Just come and have some fun. And we just thought it would be nice to do something with a glass of wine. You don't have to. If you're not a drinker, please bring water. It's completely up to you. So as we see if anybody else jumps on, do give me a comment so that I know that you're here. Do say hi for the people that are on here already. And let's have a little look at the energy and see what comes up. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? It's interesting. I don't know how the rest of you have found the energy of the Lion's Gate, but I found it really nice. I have feel quite buoyant. I felt quite positive. I feel like things are going to start moving. Things are moving. Any blocks that have been are certainly unraveling and flow is coming about. So the first card that we've got is happiness. And what a great card to have to start off with. We've also got protection, and that's really interesting because I feel that this is more current and this is more what's to come. So the current happiness, I feel like there's joy coming in, and it's like self-joy, self-preservation, self-want. You know, like, what do you want out of life? What do you want to do? What are you going to go for? What are you going to make sure that happens in your world? Where are you going to take the reins? And I feel that once you do that and once you sort of gain control, then there's a lot of momentum that comes forward. And that's what I've got with that. I feel as we go into October, then it gets a little bit more bumpy. We've got a lot of planets in retrograde, and we might feel that a little bit, you know, things coming back from the past, things that we've not looked at, things that still really need to be addressed within our own being, within our own development as well. So let's just pull some tarot and see what else we've got going on. Let's have a look. What else have we got going on for the current energy? So we're just past Lion's Gate. We're just past the 8-8 portal, which is always a big, big portal. And always a very interesting portal. It's always a very interesting portal around energy of relationships, and whether that's the relationship with yourself or with relationship with another, whether it's a specific person, a friend, a lover, a work situation, you know, whatever that is, whatever is relevant for you. What else have we got? What else have we got? This is really interesting. I've got the Magician in reverse, and this has happened a couple of times in the readings that I've had, the readings that I've been doing this week. And it's about work. It's about the work that you're doing with somebody else as well. There is a want to work with somebody else. There is a want to join unity and get the energy, and having that bounce off with the energy of somebody else. I feel that there's been a little bit of loneliness, a feel of loneliness, just wanting to expand your social circumstances, expand your social development as well, and just be around people, be around different people's energy. But there is something holding you back. When we've got the Magician in reverse, it's like you have all the tools, you're just not buying it. There is a sensitivity around. You've got the King of Cups in the upright. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Luna Marie. I'm the Spiritual Warrior. I am an intuitive reader, so I don't always get traditional meanings for the cards. I've been a psychic medium from very, very early on in my life. And if anyone else is interested, do check out the website. It's thespiritualwarrior.uk. I do have a lot of scammers, so watch out. I will not contact anybody. I will not be putting any comments in this. So if anyone is pretending to be me, asking you to get in touch with me, then just ignore them, block them. It is a scam. All bookings and readings are done through the website, spiritualwarrior.uk. So I feel like there is a need to step forward. There's a need to step into this energy. Now, remember, tarot is about bringing the energy in. It's about tuning into the potential. It's about tuning into what's going on at the moment. And what's going on at the moment is when the Magician is in the upright, it's like you're the creator. You can make anything happen at all. You've got all the tools. You've got the wands, you've got the swords, you've got the cups, you've got the pentacles. You have it all. When it's in the reverse, and this means different things to different readers, but for me, certainly in this moment, is that you're just not believing in yourself. There's something that holds you back. I'm also hearing it's kind of like fake it till you make it. And it's like, I've always got somebody in spirit with me that's sort of laughing, because they're like, how do you not know how good you are? It's that it's like if you could almost have an outer body experience and watch yourself work and watch yourself heal and watch yourself perform, you would just be blown away. It's like you need to take a moment just to really, really look at how good you are. Again, we've got the Hangman, we've got it in reverse. It's like you're not looking at things from another perspective. You've got to look at things from a different perspective. You've got, thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Nadia. Look at things differently, because you've got so much potential here. You are sensitive. You know, you do wear your heart on your sleeve, and you are easily overwhelmed, I'm hearing. And that's one of the problems. It's like you step into this energy and it's like, yes, I can do this. We're going to do this. And it's great. Dorothea, how you doing, my darling? Such a long time. Cheers. I hope you brought your wine or your water, because of course we don't push alcohol if that's not your thing. But cheers to you all. Welcome to Wine and Wine with Spirit. Ask me any questions. Let's have a wine to spirit. Let's have a moan. Find out what's going on. What do they want us to learn? What do they want us to know about what's happening in our world? So cheers to you all. What else have we got? So the King of Cups. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, you are sensitive. You do get affected by what people say. And that's who you are. But you can also protect that. You can also learn to grow with that. And there is almost a need to learn to grow with that. There's a need to cleanse your energy. It's like when you go into, they're showing me, I don't know who this is relevant to. It could be somebody that's watching now or somebody that is going to watch it on the playback. It's like when you go into a big room, it's like you pick up the energies straight away. So there's a lot of empathic people that are watching this, and you can feel the energy. It's like you can feel the tension, you can feel the overwhelm, you can feel everybody stepping forward, and that's one of the big things. So if you're in a conference or you're going to a conference or a big event or something like that, where there's lots of people pushing their product, pushing what they do or pushing that. It's that kind of scenario. So I don't know who this is relevant to, but it's a very, very specific thing. And there's something about just sort of stepping forward. It's almost like blocking out the crowd, and just don't care what anybody else is doing. Don't focus on what anybody else is doing. Focus on you. Focus on your worth. Focus on what you're doing. You know that you're honorable. You know that you know what you're doing. And you just need to learn to block out the noise. You do really get drawn in. Let's have a look and see what you can do. What can you do? If you've got any questions, do put them in the chat. I'm assuming they just come up. I've got your waves and I've got your hearts. Thank you very much. Let's see what you can do. Okay, blue lace agate. So yeah, find your calm, find your center, find what really sort of chills you out. You know, what can you do when there's lots of people around? What can you do when you're not in your comfort zone to really kind of get your center, get your grounding, and not get pulled into this at all? And we've also got speak your truth as well. A lot of third eye energy as well. A lot of this purple energy going on. It's just like, for me, that is just be authentic. Be authentic in who you are. Be authentic in your beliefs. Be authentic in what you're saying. And that is really, really important. And that's all you need to do. Okay, what else do we need to know about this current energy? Post 8/8 portal. Post 8/8 portal. What else do we need to know? Do let me know how you've been finding this energy. I feel like it's kind of good. I feel like it's been smooth as a lot of portals go. It's a little bit bumpy leading up to it. But again, look at this. Joy and joy and delight. Open your heart to joy, and we've got happiness. I love how this happens. You know, it's like, if you're not listening the first time, let's go back to it. Let's readdress what lights you up, what makes your heart sing. What is it that you love to do with regards to work? Whatever it is that you do with work, what makes you sing? What makes you excited to get up in the morning and really move forward in harmony? This come up a couple of times, this dolphin card. And of course, the dolphins communicate through sound. They communicate through high vibration, and they can do it from a distance. You know, and we all have the ability to tune into spirit. It's just kind of fine tuning it. Okay, let me just have a look at the question. I need to know about the direction I have chosen for my company. Okay, Dorothea, let's have a little look. Let's tune in for you. I need to know about the direction I have chosen for my company. Dorothea. Hello to Holland. I hope the weather is better there than it is in the UK, though we've had a nice day today, the one day in the whole of July and August. Direction. Okay, so the energy is a little bit jumpy. Let me just pick up the cards on the floor. It's like, I feel like, I like doing that. Oh, I like doing this. Oh, I like doing this. And I feel like you get poured in a couple of different directions. And there's questions going on. Should I specialize in this area? Should I specialize in that area? I feel like you just got to go back into your heart and really see what it is that you get drawn to. And, you know, and sometimes remember that it's okay just to be in a pause. We are going to be in this kind of, it's not a stagnant energy, but it's like an integrated energy, because I don't feel like there's going to be massive movement forward as we move into September, October, because there's so many planets in retrograde. I think all but Mars, as we head into September, and then slowly one by one as we go into October, the planets start to come back out of retrograde. And then we've also got eclipse season. So, you know, we're going to have a lot going on energetically. Okay, let me just tune into this, Dorothea, and let's just see. Okay, it's so interesting. So the first card is trust the divine plan. And we've got the desert passage. And I feel like at the moment when I tune into your energy, it feels like you feel like a lone wolf is the energy that I get. It's like I feel like I'm quite lonely on this path. And that feels like that's much more of a personal basis, a personally in work basis, which is kind of like back to front. But that's kind of how they're giving it to me when I'm channeling into it. If you look at this person, it's like they're the only person that's there. It's like I feel like I've got no one to ask. I feel like I've got nowhere to go. Feel like I've got no one to understand. And it feels like there's a lacking in the direction. Though if you look at this card, this direction's really clear. There's only one path on there. It could just be that you're not tuning into it or you're not resonating with it. Interesting. The next card is the narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. So it's like when I go into this energy and then we've got in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. I feel like it's almost your thought pattern that's creating the problems of which way to go. I'm just going to pull some tarot to clarify on this. Okay. Again, cards are very, very jumpy. Cards are very, very jumpy. Okay. Why is the path narrow? Why is the path narrow? It's about doing what you really love to do. But I feel that there's something like I feel like you do two things. So I feel like you're growing something, but you do two things and they don't cross over. I feel like they're two different worlds. And you feel like you can't cross over and you can't tell this word about that and this word about that. And it's just go with whatever is in your heart. Trust what comes in your heart. If you get out of your head, it will start to flow so much better. And I know that it's really difficult when spirits say that because when you're a spiritual being, you don't have emotions. So things are very, very black and white. And we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And human experience, we have lots and lots of emotions. So that's what makes it so complicated. What does she need to do? What does Dorothea need to do about her path? See, falling on the floor again. It's like you need to ground first and foremost. You need to ground because it's like I'm getting pulled all over. Like energetically in my head, I feel like I'm quite ungrounded. I feel like I want to look over here and there and everywhere. And it's like you need balance. I mean, there's paperwork involved. You might want to check out the small print. Always whenever there is work and I get the justice card, I always want to check out the small print. If I'm signing anything, just want to be over cautious. And I definitely want to be over cautious that if there's any paperwork to sign. I might even hold off on that for a few weeks. If someone's rushing you in paperwork, please hold back on that because I just feel that no, I don't like that at all. I don't like that energy that's around that if there's paperwork. It's like I need you to sort of sit and visualize where it is that you want to go, and all these branches that keep coming off, just push them to one side. If they are meant for you, they'll come back around. I feel like there's a necessity to just focus on one path and put all your energy in that until it is up and running. Okay, they're bringing me to this deck. What else is it you want me to know? What else is it you want Dorothea to know about her business? What's this about the one pass? Hi, guys. Thank you for all your questions. I will see how many I get through to you. And cheers to you all. Welcome to Wine and Wine with Spirit. Okay. Dorothea, ego at play. So your mind is taking over. Your mind is talking you out of it, going what your heart is saying, because there is going to be a breakthrough. And we've got the voyage of the heart, which to me is like if you sit in your heart and you trust and you trust and you trust and you trust, it is going to turn out okay. So don't worry. I feel like you need to think about where you want to go, and there needs to be a slight pause, but it will be shown to you. And if it's not shown to you, ask for it to be shown to you. Ask for which direction you need to go into, because I feel like anything that's pushing you or any kind of time limits, you need to be very, very careful, but also watch the mind, ground the mind in and allow the heart to take over. Okay, let's have a little think. Who else have we got here? Resonates. Brilliant. I am so glad. Lovely to speak to you again, Dorothea. I have to be careful because I get really thirsty when I'm channeling, and I need to make sure that I drink some water and not all the wine. Otherwise, it could be a messy night. Excuse my recycled jars. It takes a while for the sticky labels to come off. Anyhow, right, where are we going next? Nadia, okay. Will I reconnect with my twin flame in this lifetime? Do you know, I knew there was going to be twin flame questions because I bought my twin flame deck. Well, I have a couple of decks that are twin flames. Where's the cards gone? That's so weird. I don't think I brought an empty box with me. Or maybe, oh no, there it is. Maybe I did. The joys of working live. But hey, let's have a look. Nadia, will I reconnect with my twin flame in this life? Do you know, I've gone like really, really hot. So for me, you know, there is a very strong connection with this person. If they resonate as your twin flame, then that will be why. I'm feeling 3 lifetimes together. Not all when you have ended up. Nadia, please, Nadia. The path of the least resistant. Choose ease and grace. Let me just tune into this for a second. Nadia, twin flame. I do feel that there's development. I do feel that your person is stepping much more into their own energy. I do feel like there's much more of a groundedness within their essence, and there's much more of a direction in where it is they want to go and who they are. I feel like before the energy was a little bit wishy-washy, like I'm feeling like quite lightheaded. It's like I'm here, I'm not, I'm here, I'm not. So I don't know if there was ghosting that was going on. It feels like it wasn't solid, like they weren't solid, they weren't grounded within it. It was like, where am I now, where am I going, what am I doing? I feel like there's big transformation with this person, which is a really, really good thing. You're definitely going to meet up and communicate again without a shadow of a doubt. 1010, divine creativity, receiving cosmic intellect. I feel like there's definitely going to be a conversation about where you've been. I feel like it's almost like that you haven't had a conversation for quite a while, because there feels like there's been like I can feel it in my throat chakra, and it feels like there's been a gap. That's what they're showing me. They're also showing me a bridge, and the bridge is coming up quite a lot at the moment. And I feel like there is a transition period. I don't feel like it's just yet at this moment in time, but I do feel that the 8-8 portal has brought up a lot of like literally shoving energy is the way they gave it to me, because I feel like your person's had a bit of a shove at the backside. That's all I can, that's just what they're showing me. It's like a bit of a kick at the backside, which is I feel like they needed to, definitely transformation. These 2 cards, I don't know if you can see, have both got butterflies on, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling transformation. I feel like there is a stepping forward. So what I do feel is that there's conversations that are going to happen in where you've both been with your life, And I do feel like when you're having this conversation, like I can feel it, it's quite flirty, but it's also quite reserved as well. And it's like neither of you quite know what to do, but that chemistry is always there without a shadow of a doubt. Message I asked, you found me when no one else could see me. I don't know if that's back to front or not. You found me when no one else could see me. So I do feel that there is definitely a conversation that will be had. I do feel that there is an igniting of the energy. Will you get back together? It's so difficult to read the twin flame energy way down the line, because I do feel like it's down the line because things shift and change so much. And it's an energy and it's an experience. When you have a twin, is like taking it day by day. You have to take it day by day. There is no waiting. There is no holding on, waiting for that other person to change. There has to be development. There has to be movement. You have to live your life. But there is certainly a deep connection, because I'm getting so hot. Whew, you wouldn't believe. Goodness me. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Just take it day by day. Excuse me, just to pull my shorts down. Okay, who else? Tara. Hello, Tara. You enjoying the wine and the wine? Lovely. Happy Thursday, people. Happy wine day, because it's nearly the weekend. That's why I picked a Thursday. I was like, Wednesday, is it too midweek? Is it too early to have a glass of wine? But Thursday's practically the weekend. Oh, excuse me, I'm hot. Nadia, that's your twin flame energy. It just needs clearing out a little bit. So these sessions are supposed to be really relaxed. They're supposed to be a bit of fun. They're supposed to be about relaxing into the spiritual path. They're supposed to be about, yes, understanding what is going on, but also taking a step back and going, do you know what? This is about me. This is about me building me, and this is about me developing me, and taking a slightly lighter stance on it, rather than, I need to understand everything and what's that person thinking and what's going on and everything like this. And just nice to join together in a community. And hopefully this community will grow. I'm going to keep on doing them. I've got a small following on YouTube. And yes, this is my way to build up YouTube. So please do give us a share, give us a thumbs up. It is you that keeps the channel going. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, press the little bell button, and then you will know when I'm going to put up a new video. And I was going to do one today, but technical difficulties, and we're not even in Mercury retrograde yet. It will go up tomorrow morning, and it is one all about your person. So let's have a look. Where are we? Tara, let's have a look. How is your twin flame feeling? How is your twin flame feeling about you? See, when I go into the twin flame energies, they're always strong connections. And because my main gift is clairsentient, I feel it a lot, and I always get really hot. So let's have a look. And of course, I've got the lights on. So let's have a look. Tara. How is your twin flame? What about you, Tara? Do you know, I feel like they just showed me somebody just peeking through. I feel like there's a little bit of checking up on you and just sort of seeing what you're up to very, very quietly in the background. I feel that there's an intrigue there. See how they're flying all over the place. Okay, so we've got forgive and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Let your friends help you. Ask for help and accept support from others. I do feel that they've been thinking about you, and as I said, from time to time they check in. I don't feel that they're thinking about you morning, noon, and night, but I do feel that they get triggered by you, that you pop into their mind. I do feel that spirit also put them into your mind because you were a significant part of their awakening. You were a significant part of their opening and healing, and they think of you fondly. And I know you probably don't want to hear fondly, but it's that what the energy that I'm getting is a warmth. It's something that when I think of you, when they think of you, it's like there's a warm feeling, there's like a fuzzy feeling, and they don't really know why. It sort of brings a smile to their face. But also what they do, I feel like they're caught up with other stuff at the moment. They're either building their business or they're caught up in promotion and things like that and moving very fast. They've got a real thing about time. And what they've done is it's almost like shut their heart away in what's more important. And at the moment, it's money, it's finances, it's career. And they think that that's making them happy, but it's not. It's like, all that shines is not always, what's the saying? I can't remember it, but what all that sparkles is not always gold or something. Anyhow, it's like you think it's going to be good, and you think it's going to bring you lots of happiness, and it doesn't. It doesn't bring you what you thought it was going to be. So I feel like they do still think of you. I feel like if there was any bad feeling, that's all been gone. Interesting that we've got the Ace of Swords. So you might get a text letter from them. A small text from them. I don't know. I got something about distance, and I got something about in your area. So I don't know whether you live far apart. But I feel like they're in your area, and it's almost like, hey, I'm in the area. How are you? It just feels like something like that. So I don't know if they live far away and they just happen to be visiting, or they've got family around. That's what I'm getting, because the Ace of Swords is about clarity. It's also about communication. And I also feel like there's balance coming into their life as well. So where things were more chaotic when you were together, now I feel that there is a calmer state, but they're very, very focused on business and work and stuff like that at the moment. So I hope that helps you. Okay, here I haven't done Linda Lou. Lovely to hear from you. Let's have a look. On third job in 3 years. It's very tiring. Okay. Yes, Linda, you are. I get that very, very strongly. Sometimes it's like we have to take detours. And I feel like, though it's felt like a detour for you, there's been a necessity for it. It's not been it's all had its place, because what they're showing me is stepping stones. So I do feel like there's been learning at each point, though you might not have felt like it, but there's been a really interesting path. Yeah, like can you hear my throat going? It's like, I feel like you're quite cross about it. You need to take up boxing and go punch a boxing bag and just get that energy out of you. It feels like it's a little bit pent up, when you feel like, I shouldn't be here at this stage of my life, and I should be somewhere different, and I should be doing something else. So it sort of comes up from the heart and it gets stuck in the throat. So there is a real need to, do some techniques that really release that. So scream into a pillow, do some martial arts, get a boxing bag and just punch and scream. There is something about the vibration of letting it out that just releases it. Let me see what else I get, see what the cards say. Linda, I feel like there's something that you really want to do that's different than what you're doing. I feel like you're doing what you're doing because that's what you're trained in, that's your career, that's what pays the bills. But I feel like there's something else that you want to do, and that you either don't know how to get off the ground, or it can't quite get off the ground, or you feel like it's not going to work. There's something around that, and it's like a niggle. It's like a niggle in the back of your head. So you either need to give it a go, or you need to drop it, because what it's doing is creating this imbalance in, like, part of me is telling me to go forward and this is it and I need to take it, and that's going to take the stress off because, you know, then I've got regular income coming in and that's fine, and then that's better. Or I need to do this, which I feel is quite different and also a bit of a risk. Oh, this is your energy. This is not mine. Gosh, I feel like you're tired. I feel like you're tired. Oh, you did say that you're tired. You did say, like, you come up as the Queen of Wands. You can make anything work if you put your mind to it. Like the Queen of Wands, I love the Queen of Wands. She's very funky. She's got all her shit going on. She knows her worth. She knows what she wants. She knows who she wants it with. And it's like, and she knows what is right, because if there is something that doesn't feel quite right, there's that niggle. But on the whole, she can make anything grow. She can make anything shine and make anything work. So there is also that element of having that belief within yourself in just like, this is it. I know it's it. And this is what I'm going to go for. Okay, let's just get one more card for you. Jumpy energy tonight. Let's have a look. Cleansing the waters. Yeah, there is a need to if there's lots of clutter in the house, or you feel like you wanted to clear it out or give it a deep clean or just chuck out junk, I feel like there is a need to do that, as well as your energetic body. There's also something around clearing your space as well, or even if it's just your working space, because I feel like there's a lot going on. I do feel that this is where you need to be at this moment in time, stepping into your power, stepping into your work. And I feel like where you are currently is going to enable you to like take a breath, where it's like you can pause for a little bit and things will just be a little bit calmer. So you can reflect and really decide what it is you want to do. And again, I get this kind of second role, second position, second job in building up something different. So there's something under the surface there for you as well. Okay, who else have we got? Let me have some water, otherwise I'm going to be under the table. Also, probably not a good idea to have done a spin class before I came on here. Okay, let's have a look. Juliet, hello, my darling. Does Spirit have a message for me? I absolutely expect so. Let's have a look. What card are we drawn to? We are drawn to the Quantum. Actually, no, we're not. Right, Juliet. So thank you for, you're very welcome, Linda Lou. Thank you for everyone for jumping on. Like I say, I'm going to try and do these as regularly as I can. So tune in on Thursdays at 9 p.m. British Summer Time, UK time, for Wine and Wine with Spirit. What do you want to ask? What do you want to have a rant about? What do you want to talk about? Let's tune into the energy. Okay, Juliet. Okay. Let's have a little. Cheers, everyone. Oh, let me just have a little look at this. It's really interesting, Juliet, because you got embrace the three worlds. Such a beautiful card. And when I first looked at this, I just got this energy of like mystery in like, it's like, you know, the mist that's coming up there. There was like a kind of a mystery feeling about it, like in a good way, but it's like the unknown. And then, oops, and then you got this card which says, look through the mist and find the mystery, which is exactly just what I said. And actually, I couldn't have read that up close because my eyes aren't that good. It's an age thing. Very, very interesting. Oh my goodness. I feel like things are clearing for you, Julia. I feel like there has been this time where you feel like you don't really know where you're going, where it's been a little bit foggy, like metaphorically, and it just like things didn't seem clear. And I feel like there is just going to be a clearing for you. Like, see how this is clearing here. And this is what it says, look through the mist. It's almost like, again, you need to clear the clutter. It's like silence all the noise that's around you. And I also feel like there's a bit of a social media detox that needs to happen. There's like a lot of noise, and it's like you need to silence. Anybody else, it's like you can do that for a while. It's like push back a little bit, and you need to have this energy to like clear the space. And as you clear the space, things are going to get really, really clear to you in which direction that you take. It's interesting where it says embracing the three worlds. Okay, let me pull clarify on that. What's the three worlds? I feel like it's almost like three different personas of you. It feels like there's a person that you are within the family, there's a person that you are in work, and then there's a person that you are with you. And I don't feel like you pretend to be different people. It's just almost like we just wear different hats, like we do. And it's almost like sometimes it gets very confusing. Who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? And what am I working on today? And who am I supposed to be? And I feel like there's almost like an amalgamation of this is just me, and I can't be bothered to. It's not trying to be somebody else, but it's almost like fitting to the surroundings. There's something around that. So it's like when there's family, it's like, okay, then you put on like family hat. And then when it's friends, is you put on, you know, friends fun hat, and then work. And so it feels like the three different worlds of what is coming up is almost like three different people that you hold up as well. There's three different energies that are around you that are creating distraction for you in knowing which direction to go in, and seeing very clearly which direction you need to go in. As you start to hand things back and start to clear the space, it's going to get much, much clearer for you. Let's just get one more card, please, for Julia. Interesting. Seek wisdom from your shamanic guides. So tune in and ask your guides. You know, guys, what you have to remember is that if you have a difficulty, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to respond to a certain situation, then you can ask your guides. If you don't ask them, they can't help you. So there does need to be asking. You know, it's like I give it up to spirit. I don't know what to do, so I pass it up to you. And just bring me the answer, and then wait for it to come in, and then just see what you need to do with that. But very, very interesting. All right, my lovelies. Well, it's so nice to check in with you. Happy Thursday. Have a fantastic weekend. I am live on Instagram tomorrow at 10 o'clock. There won't be wine because tomorrow is coffee and conversations because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. And tonight is Wine and Wine. 3 p.m. TikTok on Wednesday afternoon for tea and tarot. I know. I don't know who. One of my lovely followers gave me all the ideas last week on TikTok, so I can't portray for them to be all mine. But let's just pull a card in energies that we need and any messages for the weekend. Julia, you're absolutely welcome. Rainbow Obsidian, heal your heart. This is definitely a heart opening and heart clearing time. It was just 4444 on the clock as I said that. So interesting. And just look at this beautiful card. I don't know if you can see it within the light, but there it is there. Can you see the heart, that pink heart that comes in the purple of the third eye as well? That knowing that we are all connected, knowing that we are all loved. And, that belief just has to be there. Heal your heart and life becomes much, much simpler. Make your decisions from your heart. All right, my lovely warriors. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been so lovely to connect with you all. Have a happy weekend. Cheers.